Hey, how's it going, guys? Today I'll be trying out a retro gaming handheld console called LDK Game. I'm very surprised how good the emulation on this is. The LDK is capable of playing a bunch of different systems such as SEGA Genesis, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Atari, Arcade, Game Boy Advance, and even PlayStation. So, without talking any further, let's get straight into it. So the LDK handheld runs off a Linux Open Dingus operating system. It has a 2.7-inch screen with a resolution of 320 by 240. It has an internal storage of 16 gigabytes, which you can find behind the battery. It also takes an external micro SD card, which you can find here. I'll explain a bit more later on in the video why I use my own external micro SD rather than the internal. The button layout is quite similar to a Nintendo controller. It's got a 4-action keypad plus the D-pad and the shoulder buttons at the top. Every game I've played on this has been working perfectly well and has responded really well. I would say the overall construction of this handheld is decent quality. The only problem is it just feels a little bit too small for my hands. But they do offer a landscape version, which I believe costs just a bit more. So if you open the back, here's the battery. The battery is actually like a Nokia battery from the early 2000s. I don't know if you guys remember the Nokia 3310 or 6230. It's the same battery. The internal storage is right at the back. I'm not going to take out the battery because it is quite hard to take out, but yeah, the micro SD card is at the back. Now, the reason why I don't use the internal built-in micro SD card, which by the way you can take out, is because it's run on a Linux operating system. Now, my laptop, I use Windows. I don't use Linux, so when I put it in my laptop, it doesn't detect it. So what I've done, I bought my own micro SD card and I just put my own games on it and I just play it. So let's open the box, let's see what we get with it. So here you get a video cable, which you can plug into the TV. I've not tried it, so I wouldn't even know how the quality is. And you get a charging cable, which is a USB, just to charge the LDK. Now, I've played this for 4 hours. So I think the battery life is between 4 to 6 hours. The max I've played is 4 hours and it wasn't even dead. So it's got a pretty good battery life as well, actually. So let's try out some games and see how the ROMs work, how the emulators work on this LDK. Let's see how good it is. I mean, what I've noticed so far is the viewings on the angle seem pretty good. I can turn it up, down, left, right, and I can see it fairly well. So, you know, the screen is a decent quality. And another good thing about this is that you can save your games as well. So you can save and then turn it off and resume back to your game. So I'm playing the PlayStation 1 emulator and quality is really good, speed is really good. I don't have no problems with this. I don't know any fatalities. So let's try out some other emulators. So now I'm trying now Super Nintendo. So guys, I've shown you the PlayStation emulator, how it runs. I've shown you the Super Nintendo and the Genesis emulators and how they run. And as you can see, it's very smooth, very fast. Not very fast, but the normal speed that we expect it to be. And the music quality was very good as well. It didn't sound fake, it sounded original. I'm going to leave a link in the description box below of every single ROM for the PS1 emulator, for the MAME, Arcade, Neo Geo, Genesis, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Atari, every single game for those consoles. I will leave a link in the description box below and you can just download it. I bought this, only £42, and I bought my own SD card and I put all those games on it. And it's really good for traveling, it's good for the kids, they all keep them occupied when you're on the plane. So it's definitely a must buy. So once again, thank you for watching guys. Please do not forget to like and subscribe.